Hello, it's me, Jessica Bieber, and today I'm going to be talking about why my girls, my ultimate girls, deserve better. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and I've wanted to make this type of video about loads of groups. I just like talking about mistreatment of idols because I think it gets the word out, gets the conversation going. It's not like I like them being mistreated, so don't take it that way. But I just think it's good to raise awareness to the issue, and the first group I wanted to do this for was Momoland, because you guys know they're my old, sorry I'm playing favourites, but if you guys want me to do this for any other group, then let me know, and let's just get into it. So first, let's cover the obvious, Daisy and Teha. As a Mary, it's just so heartbreaking to see MLD Entertainment completely ignore our worries and concerns regarding their absence. The whole thing just doesn't make sense. Daisy and Teha are such important members. Daisy's raps are just iconic, and Teha is objectively the strongest singer in the group. It does not make sense that MLD Entertainment would spend all of this effort into adding them into the group, including them in comebacks, including them in merch, and then just making them go poof. It's borderline dehumanizing at this point. They aren't just objects that you can use for a bit and throw them away. It's so frustrating because MLD had plenty of chances to make a statement about the girls' absences. When rumours of Yeonwoo leaving came up, it took them a day to release a statement saying she wasn't leaving. When dating rumours regarding Jui came up, again, they made a statement. When Nancy's Instagram got hacked, again, another statement was made so quickly. And this leads on to my next point. So I'm just going to say this straight up. To me, all of the members are equals. They're a team. They all play vital roles to the team, and one of them is not better than the other. But this is just not how MLD Entertainment sees them, though. I feel like this is a problem with a lot of groups where other members get paid dust while one gets put on a pedestal. Now, you guys know me. I am a Nancy stan. I will forever be a Nancy stan till the day I die. She is my baby. She is my love, and I love Nancy to death. But they just need to stop favouring her, and this is coming from a Nancy stan herself. They need to stop putting her on a pedestal and favouring her. First of all, for her sake, when you put her up on a pedestal and favour her over other members, it's so much pressure, and she's only human. Imagine getting that pressure put on you. You keep raising her up, she's just gonna fall harder if she makes a tiny mistake. I can't imagine how hard it is to try and live up to expectations to be like this perfect idol, and the more you put her on a pedestal, the harder it's going to be for her mentally to keep up with it, because it's just like how anyone else would deal with it. It's really hard to deal with something like that, so that's one thing. And next, it's just unfair on members who put as much effort into doing what they do just to be paid dust, and it can cause tension in the group. Let's have a look at 4 Minute. All of 4 Minute were undoubtedly beautiful and talented girls, but Cube really pushed Hyuna up on a pedestal and made her the star of the group, which is now ironic seeing as now they just dropped her. And that just shows how dehumanizing entertainment companies are. They'll use them as objects, and when they do something that kind of upsets them, they'll drop them like they're just dolls that they're done playing with. It's just undeniable that they pushed Hyuna as the star in 4 Minute. Being centre is one thing, but just because a member is centre, it doesn't mean that other members should just get paid dust. I use that phrase so much, but I just think it's the right phrase to use. I think one of the main contributions to 4 Minute disbanding was that the other members were just unfairly treated compared to Hyuna, which is so just ironic seeing as how they treated Hyuna horribly as well. So it's just imagine if they're treating Hyuna crap. So imagine how they're treating the other members who they aren't favouring, you know what I mean? It's just so weird to me. I just think that 4 Minute is a perfect example of, one member being pushed to the front, being made the star, and the other members getting treated like dust. Hyuna is gorgeous, but so are the other girls, and it's unfair. So bringing this back to Momoland, if you only focus on certain members of a group all the time, it's going to annoy fans of the other members, and it could ultimately lead to members leaving in the worst case scenario. Let's put yourself in the shoes of, let's say, Naya. She worked so hard to debut, she suffered from vertigo, and she tried to heal as fast as she could so she could join promotions again. She got a small role in a web series, and she's just such a nice, beautiful girl, but she gets slept on, and MLD just don't care about her. They don't care about promoting her. They don't care about giving her screen time lines. I could talk about how Nyan is slept on for ages. she's got the least amount of followers on Instagram. It's just so unfair how Nayeon just gets slept on, you know, and I could talk about how annoying it is for days. And it's definitely not just Nayeon who's being slept on by MLD. Ahin, Hyebin, like, you know, basically all the members who aren't Nancy, Yeonwoo and Jui, like, come on. And this isn't shady because, you know, Nancy, Yeonwoo and Jui all deserve screen time because they're beautiful, talented girls and they're my babies just as much as the other girls. But, you know, like I said, they're all equals. They should be treated like equals. It's frustrating just because I know that all of the girls have a lot to offer and it's just like, you know, it's just a shame seeing them get slept on, you know. And what I love about Mary's is that they try as well to, like, make sure they don't get slept on. Like, Mary's try so hard to, like, push the other members from not getting slept on, but it would just be so much easier if the company were doing that too. Like, you can't expect the fans to do all the work, like, hello. And the last thing I'm going to say about the favoritism is that promoting all members as equals just creates a longevity for the group. New fans will be able to pick a bias that fits right for them. You know, you guys know that Nancy is my all-time favourite girl and I love her to death, but I get that she is not everyone's type. And people won't be able to see that if you only push her, if you only push Yeonwoo, if you only push Jui, you know? You need to show all the other girls, like, personalities, and yeah, you need to see how amazing the other girls are if you don't know them, and it's quite hard to do that if you only push a few members. Like, again, I say being a centre is one thing, and being a centre of a group is a position, and that's fine with me, but that doesn't give you an excuse to just pay the other members dust, you know? There's being a centre and then there's just making it Nancy and her backup dancers, you know what I mean? I hope this doesn't, like, offend anyone. I tried my best to word it in, like, the best way possible, you know? The last thing I'm going to talk about is that creatively they deserve better. And let's just talk about I'm So Hot. So even though the song and MV were cute, they were catchy, I can undoubtedly say that this is the messiest and the laziest comeback. You know, the first thing about the comeback, which is like the smallest and the tiniest mistake, was that they were late and they missed schedules for the teasers, and that was like the calm before the storm. During this time, Mary still had no idea if Daisy and Taeha were going to be in the comeback, and when they finally told us they weren't in, it was so vague and we just didn't understand at all. What annoyed me the most, though, was the effort that they put into the album for the girls. Let's have a look. This is my copy that I have, you know, and just look at it. Like, this literally looks like it could be made on, like, Microsoft Word. Like, you just put Momoland's logo in, a font, and some nice little stars, some nice little cute stars that look like they're literally from Microsoft Word. You go inside, let's open this up, oh my god. Again, what is with this, like, weird ass font? It's just, it looks so tacky and cheap. It literally just, do you guys know what I mean? Like, it just looks cheap and they just deserve better. And the back is this. Again, it just looks cheap. Like, I just can't reiterate this enough that it literally just looks like it was made on Microsoft Word, you know? This is just kind of frustrating to me because to me it just shows that MLD don't really care, and you know, it just shows that they'll release anything and they don't care about the quality of it, they don't care about, like, integrity, they just want the money. And, you know, since they aren't a massive company, I can understand why they can't do, like, extreme packaging. Maybe it's just out of their budget to do, like, thick, extreme cases or whatever. But, like, at least make the cover look nice. You're selling this to fans, they are paying you, and you're just giving them low quality stuff. Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of annoying to fans when they want to spend money on their girls to support them in any way they can, and you just release, like, sub quality, is that, like, the right word? Like, and you know, even if you can't afford, like, thick intricate packaging, you can still make the cover look nice. Like, Mary's were even making their own covers and they looked nicer and more professional than Momoland's. Like, there's this user here who I think is off Twitter now, or maybe they've blocked me, I don't know, but, like, look at these album covers, they're gorgeous, and you know, they aren't a professional, they just did this by themselves and it just looks better, you know? So if Mary's can sit here and make better album covers than you unprofessionally without getting paid, why can't you do it a professional getting paid to make album covers? It's cheap and it's lazy, and the reason why it's annoying to me is because it just seems like a money grab and they don't care about the fans at this point, and it's annoying that they don't care about the fans because they are the ones expecting the fans to support the girls, and it's just kind of scummy to me. It's very frustrating, and I hope you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from an artist perspective. And now let's forget about this tacky album design for a hot minute and talk about their songs. I'm kind of worried that they're getting put into a box of like an EDM kind of song with like the trumpets and the brass sounds. And honestly, like, I do like that sound, and I'm not like mad that they make that type of music, but I feel like they should like be able to explore different sounds. We got to hear a different sound with them with Pinky Love, their Japanese comeback, but again, it didn't really do that well. So I'm worried that they're just gonna make them go back to another kind of brass sound. And honestly, like, I don't mind the fact that they do brass EDM kind of sounds, but I just like the idea of them branching out and doing other stuff. Like, I hope they don't get pigeonholed into this same kind of sound, because it would be a shame if they did. But at the same time, I'm like not mad, but you guys know what I mean. I don't want them to get pigeonholed, because I feel like artists should be allowed to, you know, explore creatively, but it just, I don't know, I feel like they're going in the direction of pigeonholing. I can't say they are getting pigeonholed at the moment, because they've only just, you know, done I'm So Hot, and you know, they're having a comeback at the end of the year. Apparently they're preparing for it, so let's see if it's another EDM sound. Let's see if they go for something different. I don't want to accuse them of being pigeonholed just yet, but it's kind of looking in that direction. So you guys know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? You get me? And those were all of my points. I feel like I've kind of just scraped the surface, and I feel like I'm probably missing a lot of stuff, but this is the stuff that I came up with off the top of my head in my little video essay. Is this count? No, this is not a video essay. I'm not smart enough for that, but you guys know what I'm saying. I love these girls with all my heart, and I hope that it didn't seem like I was like shading the girls themselves. I was more shading their management, because they just have awful management. Yeah. Tell me what Pokemon you're choosing, you know, just tell me anything. I want to start a conversation. Tell me what kind of video you want me to do next. Tell me what group you want me to do next. I just like talking to you guys. Remember to subscribe, because that validates me and it makes me want to make more content. Follow me on the socials, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.